Howdy, all Mojang's Lives. That was a dumb skeleton. I think it's time to play a little better than wolves. All right. So, I man, I got a bunch of junk in my inventory here. Let's see if I can't clean some of this out before we get chatting. Not been a great day for me. I mean, first off, I am a little on the ill side, as you can probably tell from my voice. And so the frustrations I am feeling in this game are amplified. So if I come across a little frustrated today, that is why. Well, okay, that's partially why. So I did get on here today, and played a little bit. Not as long as I had intended, but I did play a little bit. I got a few mushrooms off the mushroom farm today. I thought that was awesome. I extended it a little bit more. I'm going to keep extending it. I think my plan now is to dig out one more path that way, and then to dig. I'll dig all of this out and go that way with it, with just like these islands of light in the middle of it, I guess. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I did get a few mushrooms from it today. As you saw in my food, I did get an egg, and I used the egg to make omelets, because when I threw it, it became an egg. Unfortunately, though, the grand chicken experiment has failed. I This is why I'm feeling super frustrated. Um, I just don't get it. I don't understand. Like, at this point, at this point, I am frustrated to the extent that I don't like the changes that have been made, and I think they make the game not fun for me. Um, I like complicated. I don't like difficult to be difficult. And so I always felt like there were some things that were probably difficult just to be difficult, that I could live with. But unless I'm missing something super simple, the animal issue now is so difficult to be difficult that I am not going to enjoy this at all. Uh, like complicated weeds in your garden that you have to take care of. Fine with that, you know? That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. That makes sense. Not being able to dig up stumps. Fine. Makes sense. Can't dig up a stump in real life very easily. Uh, Storms that tear apart your windmill. I like that. That's cool. I like the addition of the gearboxes versus the clutches. That's cool. I like that. Um, Not having just everything available and you have to, complete certain things to get to certain things, sure. Makes perfect sense. But I can't keep a chicken alive. I can't keep a single chicken alive no matter what I do. I am at 11 dead animals now, I think. at least 11 dead animals trying to figure out the new animal system, trying to keep singular animals alive. So it doesn't make any sense to me. Uh, so they eat grass, okay. So I fenced in between these two buildings, and and had this all full of grass. I mean, it's not now because I changed it, and I brought back chickens. Um, I get the I don't know. The torches burning out is interesting, but the fact that there is no like permanent light source without like glowstone and stuff, I'm not too sure I'm keen on. Um, I feel like I feel like maybe there should be a lantern at some point. Maybe there is. No. Uh, jack o' lanterns maybe, but you know what? I can't make candles. Um, I just so much of this game is dependent on animals, and I can't keep animals alive. Uh, and I, I I don't understand how. Apparently, you would think it'd be really simple to keep an animal alive, especially since they live outside on their own. So one would think that if you stopped mobs from attacking them, they would be able to live inside of a wall, as long as you provide them with the same thing they had outside the wall. And you know what? I go out, I don't see large, giant swaths of no grass around chickens. You see a few pecks here, peck there. You don't see just giant empty fields of brown, even nearby here where things might still be loaded. I've never seen a giant swath of no grass from the animals, and yet I'm supposed to believe that's the way it works once I bring them back to my base. So am I just not supposed to keep animals because you can't keep them in the wild, and I can't bring them back to my base or else they just die for no reason? And I've tried multiple attempts now to keep animals alive, and none of them had worked. So I had this fenced in so nothing could get to the chickens. The fence on the roof, which I probably should just fence the whole thing in instead of these um, planks. But it did allow the grass to grow in here, and so the first attempt did not work. The chickens ate everything inside here and died. And so I dug out here and I made sure there was grass up to and under the fence, so that the grass would continue spreading inside of my pen. And so my first chicken or two just died because there was no grass. They ate a lot more than I was expecting. A lot more than I was expecting. And so then I did the grass thing, and I brought the new chickens back, and this time I had a grinder, so I made chicken feed, and so I fed my chickens chicken feed. I got one egg that gave me an egg, and one egg that gave me four new chickens. So I had six chickens total in this tiny little pen. I thought, this isn't going to work. But then it got weird. And this is where I have a breakdown with what the heck is going on with the animals. Um, Grass on the ground. Some of it's missing, of course, where the chickens have been eating it. But then the baby chickens just straight up died. Like I watched them one by one go blah, 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 blah. But there's grass on the ground they could be eating. So I'm like, oh, well, maybe I missed something. Maybe I have to feed those baby chickens more chicken feed, and I only had the like two chicken feed that I made, or something. I don't know. I don't understand. The baby chickens just died, so that left me with two adult chickens. There was still grass in the pen, and another one of the adult chickens starved to death. That left me with one chicken. So I was feeding it, and I bet I fed it a stack. Well, maybe not a stack, but I bet I fed it 20 seeds trying to keep it alive in a single day, and it just died. And I'm like, okay, so now this is ridiculous because you're going to tell me that chickens that you just feed by throwing out some grain in real life to a whole bunch of them in a tiny little pen is going to get more food from eating this thing of grass than a handful of seeds that I just gave it? Okay. So then I go online and I'm like, all right, let's see if I can figure out what I'm doing wrong here. And so one of the things I saw, they said they were using pistons to push the grass blocks around. Now, I didn't look exactly what they were doing, but I thought, hey, that's a cool idea. Because if I can move the grass to the chicken, then I can keep the chicken in a pen and it won't be running all over the place. So I spent a couple of hours working on that. And I recorded like an hour of working on that. But I probably spent at least another hour outside of that working on that. And I got my rotating grass field thing here. And then I brought back a chicken, which I recorded. And I bring back the chicken and I put it in the pen. And then I stand here and I watch. And it's ka-choosh, 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 ka-choosh. Grass is moving. Chicken is eating the grass. I'm like, all right, we got this solved. I have myself a chicken. So then today, I log on. And I'm like, okay, so I want to make sure to see if I can't get an egg, maybe get another chicken from it. I get on. It's nighttime. I do a little work in the base. I come out here. It's daytime. It's dawn. Chicken's laid an egg. I feed the chicken another round of chicken feed. I grab the egg. I throw the egg at this wall. It drops an egg, a raw egg. I grab the raw egg. I go in. I make mushroom omelet. I cook the mushroom omelet. I go about my business. I come back out to check on the chicken because I don't know if that's working correctly or not. I want to make sure it's getting enough grass. Well, almost all the grass is regrown because the chicken has stopped eating and it's almost starved to death again. So, I removed these two pieces of fence. And then I fed the chicken more chicken feed. Chicken feed regrew its feathers. It ate a patch of grass. I'm like, all right. I went about my business. I come back. Chicken is almost dead again. Grass is completely filled in. Chicken will not eat. Now that hopper was not there. I put that in after the chicken died. Chicken's dead. I couldn't keep it alive. I broke the block here to let it out so it could eat some of the grass. I thought maybe, well, it can just run around. Maybe I'll make some fence and fill the whole top of this in. And chicken immediately runs into this hole right here. Piston crushes it to death. End of chicken. I didn't even get anything from it. No feathers, no meat, nothing. Chicken's dead. So I've gone through like 9 chickens trying to keep any chicken alive at all. And hey, I haven't seen one of you guys in a long time. And that's good because I am going to want to remove some stumps here. Let me go back to my base. I don't remember how to make stump remover. Stump. Oh, yeah, I don't think I have any of those. I mean, I've already got 4 stump removers, but there's gonna be more stumps I want removed. Um, my only toadstool is that one, I think, and it has not grown anymore. Mushroom. In fact, oh nope! Look, I got another mushroom. Yay! And so yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm frustrated to the point where I don't know. I I hate fishing. Fishing's the only way I found to even get food, and even that doesn't work the way that I thought it did. And uh, I spent a whole day fishing in the rain one day. I caught 4 fish. I spent a whole day fishing in the daytime without rain. I caught 13 fish. That doesn't seem right to me. I thought rain made it easier to catch fish. I know like a full moon is supposed to make it good to catch fish, but yeah, I don't get it. Um, so then I also tried cows at one point. I brought 2 cows back. Uh, I lit I lit up, dude. How did you shoot me? That skeleton just shot me when it couldn't see me. Cheating dog. Um, and so, yeah. So then, I I brought back 2 cows. Not today, but I had brought back 2 cows previously, and I don't think I have a window that faces that direction, but over there, I guess, is where I led my 2 cows to because I had the fence. I thought the fence would, or not the fence, the cliff side. That's the word I want. The cliff side would keep them pointed in a direction, or keep them penned in, I guess is what I mean. And yeah, I thought right over there would have been a good spot for cows. And I was a little worried that something might attack them, but I also thought they would probably, fend for themselves a little bit. And I tried to keep an eye on them, and they they just straight up died. I mean, I don't know what happened to them. I say they straight up died, but I never actually saw any leftovers, and there were no like dead mobs over there really, and so I don't actually know what happened to them. They just vanished, both of them. Pretty sure I just saw it's like an on fire. Did you see that? Did you see that spider sitting over there on fire? That was funny. So, I my intent now is to I'm gonna light my place up better. Um, and I'm going to make a nice wall to keep the zombies and skeletons away. And I've started lighting up over there. I would go look, but it's horrible out at the moment. Uh, maybe I can get this spider to come down here. Come on, dummy. That's not helping anybody. I'm gonna spin around in circles. But yeah, I feel like I'm at the point where I need animals to proceed, but I don't understand how animals work at all anymore. And wow, he hit me, and I don't think I was in a position to be hit. I guess I was. I did have a spider today shoot webbing and hit the windmill and knock it off. That was crazy. Uh, I guess I need to clean this out and get some light up on my roof and but yeah, I did start lighting this up over here, as you can see. And I guess I want to get, matching lighting out to here and over to here, and then I'm going to build a too high fence along this path here and all around, and then back to the wall over there. I'm going to go up on top there and put some more netherrack torch stuff up there to try and stop stuff from spawning up there. And I'm going to dig all this out. And I'm going to try to bring back a couple of cows because from what I've read, you need a chunk per cow. And this is about 3 to 4 cows worth of area. And so I figure if I can bring back a couple of cows and get it nice and fenced in and lit up and stuff, um, then maybe I should be able to have milk so that, because spiders won't bother the cows, I believe. And so as long as the spiders aren't bothering the cows and I can keep the skeletons and the zombies away from them, uh, then maybe I can keep some cows alive. I don't know. All I know is that I can't keep chickens alive, and I'm super frustrated about it. And I don't like fishing enough to want that to be my food source. I don't like it at all. Let me rephrase that. I don't like it at all. I don't want to fish. I want my chicken farm back. I don't understand why that's not a viable option. It doesn't make any sense. Like, so not only do you not have a light source that's not going to set everything you own on fire until you can really manage to get in the nether, which you can't do because I can't keep a food source that will allow me to take damage and heal back up. Because I barely have enough food source to wander around and work on my base. Uh, but yeah, I'm not allowed to have chickens because they won't eat. They don't stay alive. You can't hand feed them. You can't automatic feed them seeds, which would make the most sense to me. I um, I I understand that you should have to feed your animals. That's fine. A reasonable number of something would make perfect sense, in my opinion. Like say 5 seeds a day per chicken. I could totally understand. Um, but yeah, that's not happening. I can't keep chickens alive, no matter what I've done so far, and I've done a lot trying to keep the chickens alive. So I am either missing something super simple that I'm supposed to intuit that I'm just not doing, um, or it's just ridiculously hard. And I do mean ridiculous. I mean like it's just hard to be hard at that point. There was not a reason for it. Uh, I don't know. So far, I have to say I don't like the system to cook your iron. I don't like that at all. I don't like that I can't cook up my ore in the crucible. I have to cook it in this thing, and it takes forever, and I don't like that. I mean, at least now I don't have to stand there and feed it fuel. Um, but it's really weird to me that Netherrack burns forever, the hibachi burns forever, but I can't feed a chicken by hand. I don't even know what to do with cows. Do you know how much cow I used to go through? I had a special machine that killed the cows. That's never gonna happen. I can't have that many cows. Um uh I just I can't even imagine what insanity it's gonna be trying to keep a wolf going for dung. Like I, if I can't keep a pair of cows and an offspring alive long enough, like how many am I gonna have to kill to keep a wolf alive that I can't even keep one chicken alive? I'm not gonna be able to keep ahead of the demand to keep anything alive, and I just don't know. I just don't know. So yeah, so logging in to find my chicken starving to death while it's eating grass has left me feeling pretty frustrated today. And I just, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to light this up. I'm going to light this up to bring in some cows and at least two or three if I can find them after I get a nice dig this out so things don't walk up and down the edges and stuff like that. And and then we'll see. And if I can't keep cows going, then I have no viable food sources at all other than melons and fish. And even fish is iffy because you've got to have animal parts, mob parts to bait them. So the only thing I have that even works is melons, and as much hunger as you use just moving around, even not running or jumping or anything, melon is not a viable source to go exploring with. I'd have to fill my whole bar with melon. I'd have to spend like days of gameplay just standing here waiting for melons to grow so that I could go exploring. And you know what? I don't have time. Um, if this was the only thing I ever played, and this was the only thing I ever did, I could understand it. But that's not how my life works. And as much as I would like to see more of this conversion, if I can't get cows to work, I don't think I can continue playing. I I just don't know what to do. Uh, I can't. Every part, every part of this world around this base is jungle or desert or snow. It's all mountains. I've got no food supply other than these melons, which I happen to luck out and find in a chest in my exploration. I don't have enough food to make a mob grinder, which at least would help me, I guess, with the fishing. Um, uh, I haven't found any more dung. You can't have wolves if you can't feed them, so I can't feed wolves. So I can't get dung to cook up new, tanned leather to make saw blades to keep chopping away at my at my vines over here. Um, so I guess I mean I need to start chopping those vines by hand. I guess because I don't have I've got one cut tan leather, so I think I could make one more saw blade. I guess I should probably get that one saw blade in here to start collecting vines. But yeah, I am feeling super tired and frustrated today, and I'm gonna call here. So click like if you like, subscription, catch the next one. I'll talk to you later.